स्वैग से करेंगे सबका स्वागत.
Assalamu alaikum, namaste, sasriyakal, adab, kimanacho, kasakai, and welcome to Chai with Munna, presented to you by Jaffrey Sports Club.
स्वैग से करेंगे सबका स्वागत.
Chai with Munna will be a series of interviews with the most bona fide legends of the game. We'll see how they left their footprints for us to follow. We'll see what makes them tick and what makes them click. Full of fun and musty, only on Chai with Munna.
स्वैग से करेंगे सबका स्वागत.
Our next legend is a natural born volleyball player. He's played with and against the best of them. Not only does he have the sweetest float in the game, but one of the most lethal balls. Ask me, I have fallen victim to a few of them. He is cool, he is lit, he's sassy. He is Rahim Dharas.
Assalamu alaikum to all the viewers. Welcome to Chai with Munna, presented by Jaffrey Sports Club. My guest today has traveled over 1,000 miles to be here with us today. My dear friend, my brother, Rahim Dharas from Dallas. Rahim, Yali Madad.
Mola Ali Madad.
Koro chotai.
Marhaba bola.
Correct, ठीक है?
Mola mola.
Rahim, before we start, I would like to sing this song for you. ये दोस्ती हम नहीं तोड़ेंगे दम मगर तेरा साथ ना छोड़ेंगे.
Munna.
Thank you, Rahim. Thank
Munna,
you. Please
तो
have a
भूल
seat. हाँ.
तेरी जीत मेरी जीत तेरी हार मेरी हार सुन ले ये मेरे मुन्ना.
Thank you. Have a seat, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
The hot seat.
The hot seat. Yep. Everybody is waiting for this seat. And your luck today. Dharas, before we start, can we recite Surah Fatiha for all the marhumins from this volleyball sport? By the way, how are you feeling?
I'm good.
Tu alright che?
Barabar, sir.
Baddu barabar?
All good.
Came che Dallas.
Dallas is very good. Long flight, long miles, as you said, over 1,000 miles just to be here with you.
Asante sana.
Yes, anytime.
And everybody at home, everything fine?
Shukar. All good.
All Why good. Do I say, Sukamo bolu okay, when I talk to you, Dallas. What is that?
Because I guess you just rhyme it. I'm from Dallas now, so...
Oh, you are from Dallas?
I am from Dallas right now, so yes.
Okay. Okay, so, Dharas, where were you born?
I was born in Mtwara.
Mtwara,
Tanzania.
Mtwara, Tanzania. And where is this Mtwara?
So geographically, south of Dar es Salaam and neighboring south of Lindi.
Oh, it's just near Lindi, right?
Yes, adjoined with Lindi.
Okay. And what year were you born?
Wow, you had to go there, huh?
Yes, I have to. Because at least our viewers would like
Born in 71.
71. So you are 50?
51 this year.
51. MashaAllah. God bless you. So in Mtwara, how long were you in Mtwara? Because I know people leave from those villages and come to the big cities.
So I believe it was around, I was 6 or 7, and we moved to Dar es Salaam.
Okay.
So around 77-ish, we moved to Dar es Salaam.
Okay. So Dar es Salaam, okay. Where you used to live in Dar es Salaam?
So in Upanga, right next to the Jamaat Khana, Upanga Jamaat Khana.
Upanga, I am quite familiar with Upanga Jamaat Khana. I know I used to go and eat over there, mishkaki and kukras. Kabul.
Yes.
Yep.
The landmark.
Yes. Okay, very nice. Mishkaki and nundus too.
Nundu, chicken, I
Yes.
mean, ambli. Oh, ho,
Yes.
ho.
So, did you play any volleyball in Dar es Salaam?
So I'll share the story with you about Kabul, but my primary sport in Dar es Salaam was cricket.
Okay.
And what we used to do is we used to play volleyball around Kabul. We used to tie a string, just one rope on the roof of Kabul and a tree that used to be inside the Jamaat Khana fence. Put a string on a Sunday afternoon, few of our friends would just get a ball and say, okay, fine, maro, just to have fun.
So, just volleyball you played or any other sport you played?
So I wouldn't even call that volleyball. That was just
Okay.
time pass.
Okay.
But my primary sport was cricket.
Oh,
Cricket and football, soccer.
You played cricket?
Yes.
Mashallah, mashallah. Okay, so cricket, I know you were young at that time, but which sport did you enjoy more, cricket or
Cricket.
cricket? Okay, so why are you a volleyball player today?
So Dar es Salaam, we were there for around 5 years. At age of 12, we migrated towards North America.
Okay.
Moved to
No. When did you come to North America?
83.
83. Wow, okay. And where did you land?
Calgary.
Calgary.
In-
So how do you end up in Dallas?
So that's where the journey starts.
Okay.
So Calgary, we were there for like 6 months.
Uh-huh.
And in December, my father had friends from Mtwara, East Africa, in Albuquerque. So we moved to Albuquerque in December of 83.
So from Calgary, how many 6 months you said in Calgary?
6 months, yeah.
Yeah, 6 months. And you moved to Albuquerque.
Albuquerque.
New Mexico.
New Mexico. So those who don't know where it is, geographically just south of Colorado, north of Texas, right in between. And at that time, my father had confidence because he had his best friends in Albuquerque. So he said, come here. So we moved there.
So how old were you when you moved?
12.
12, okay. So where does this volleyball journey start?
So in Albuquerque, the majority of the community was East Africans. I would say almost everyone was East African. So as you know, East Africa is in volleyball, it's in our blood.
Okay.
So there was a gentleman, a legend of the volleyball community, Karim Ganji, aka Amitabh.
Okay, Amitabh.
So when you see him, he looks like Amitabh Bachchan.
Like exactly Amitabh?
I mean, if you saw him, you would do a double take. Oh, at Amitabh Chwe.
Okay.
So he's in New York still, right now, currently.
Okay.
So at that time, he used to be in Albuquerque. And he got everyone started.
Okay.
And we used to go to a city park
In Albuquerque?
in Albuquerque.
Okay.
Net binda. Park ma, gas ma.
Like park, no
Park. Gas ma, put the net up.
Uh-huh.
And line to na, there's no lines.
There is no lines, huh?
Ato, lot, flower. We used to make lines with the flower.
ઓલું જે બનાવે છે ને
પાઉં
બનાવે
માની
છે.
નાન જે બી બનાવો એને તને we used to
એટલે
use it
તમે
for
દોડતા હતા નીચે.
દોડતા હતા. We used to make a ground and we stopped playing in the park.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's where it started.
It started. So who at that time, who was a good player there?
He was the only one.
The Amitabh Bachchan you're talking
Yes,
about.
the only one. Everybody else was just okay. Volleyball ramno hai, hello.
And how good was this player? Can you compare him with somebody?
In his prime, I would say he would be a superstar in Canadian, like during that time. Central player, very controlled game. Hardly made mistakes. He was just fun to watch.
Okay. He still plays?
No.
Any teams at that time?
So when we first started, we were not exposed to anything outside Albuquerque. We were just starting up. So at that time, you don't look beyond. No, you just masti majache, park magya, Sunday na rema. So there was no teams at that time. But eventually, yes, they started. So we used to have our AKYSB community games. We'll go to Dallas and play with like Houston, yeah. But there were teams that existed in the Ismaili community, as Houston had a very powerful team. Orlando was the east of the Ismailis. And there was a player in there named Zahir Kanji. With all respect to Reblo, he was our US Reblo.
So he was as good as Reblo?
Yes.
I don't think there's nobody as good as Reblo.
No, so that's why I said within the Ismaili of USA. So if you were to compare him, you would be able to compare him at that.
So if you put Reblo in front of him at that time, who would have won the tournament?
Reblo, hands down. But at that time, this is who we had.
Okay.
In US, single-handedly could win the whole national tournament.
So the journey started there.
Yes.
Any tournaments after that, like?
Yes. So 2 tournaments come in mind when I was in Albuquerque.
Okay.
So we had a national tournament in LA, where all the Ismaili teams that had qualified. So you had New York, Houston, Orlando, Albuquerque.
So this tournament was held in LA.
LA. It was a national sports tournament. So every sport, badminton, table tennis, international volleyball, soccer, cricket, and volleyball. So it was like a whole big,
so it
like a
was
Jubilee Games, but in LA.
Jubilee Games, yeah.
Yes, but for US nationals.
Okay.
So we go there, all youngsters, all my friends, we're like in the teenagers.
Okay.
And we come to the gym, and Zahir Kanji, I specifically remember outside the gym, he's saying, "Oh, Albuquerque. I look at the international volleyball ramata. You guys are playing international." I said, "No, we're playing traditional." Because at that time, the trend was not there where the youngsters were playing traditional volleyball.
Okay.
So we played that tournament. And when I said, so there was one more tournament in LA, where it was a privately organized tournament. It was in 1999, if I'm not mistaken. It was mini private tournament, Ismailis. Team from San Francisco combined. Dallas was there. LA had 2 teams. Albuquerque went. And Imran, Rahim's team was there.
He was there.
His team was participating in there. The only non-Ismaili team that was invited to come play.
So what year was it?
99, I believe.
99. And how many teams were there at that time?
Oh, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 7, yeah.
Wow.
And I remember that tournament. I went with Albuquerque. And a very good volleyball player who had just moved from Toronto. He used to play here with Reblo and Markham and everything, Shamash Jafar, not Glove, the other Shamash. And we went to Albuquerque, all the kids. And when we got there, I told my team, we win this tournament, I'll shave my head.
Really? And don't tell me you shaved your head.
We faced Dallas in the finals. Put it this way, the original game ball is in my garage. The first place trophy is still in my garage with all the names signed. I still have it. And I did shave my head.
You shaved your head?
I shaved my head.
Right there in the ground?
Nope. After the finals, on our way to the airport, Artesia. I still remember the Indian district, Artesia. We made sure we went to the barber, shaved my head, we went to the airport. Stood by the word.
Wow,
so that was my first
story. That's a story and a half.
That was my first tournament.
So, Dharas, how did you become that good?
Wow. I don't know if I'm...
Okay, put it this way right now. Okay, at what age did you become that good?
So this all built up around 24, 25. I've been the student of the game. I've been student of other players. And I have picked small things from every person. I used to ask players that, hey, how do you hold your hand? How do you do this? How do you do that? So that's what I did. I compiled it. And my first Canadian exposure was in '96 Sumar Cup. And you guys were there too. I had gone with the US team. At that time, I was a serviceman. So I went there as a serviceman. Karim Ganji had asked me to come along as this combined US team. There was another very good player from New York, Shiraz Danidina. He was there. I went. Very, very, very excellent neti that is never got the recognition internationally. Nizar Jiva.
Wow.
His one neti that has eyes in the back of the head. He knew exactly where the center was, and he would give it to you exactly without even looking at you. Wow. That good. And that's one neti that would, it's, yeah. So we went there. And from there, what I saw was the team Scorpions. All youngsters.
I remember Scorpion.
Yes.
Scorpion,
So Duda, Adil Sundarji, Mzungu,
Yes.
yeah, everyone was. And I still remember specifically till today, this is in 96, they had green jerseys.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw them and I said, wait a minute, this is almost my age. It's full of a team that is very good and youngsters like my age. So that's what motivated me. I said, you know what, if this guys can do it, I can do it. And that was my first Canadian exposure.
Good. Now, how did you meet Faisal? But before that, we have to go a quick commercial break. We'll be back soon. Thank you, viewers.
Check it out. Check it out.
Welcome back. I'm here with Dharas from Dallas. I asked you this question before the break. Okay, how did you meet Faisal Panchi?
Wow. Met him in a tournament in Houston. We're staying in the same hotel.
In Houston.
In Houston.
Before you go ahead, what year was it?
Wow, 2004?
2004, okay.
And we're in the same hotel and same floor. So we just kind of bonded, started talking.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was our first initial. Ali was there, Amin was there, so the whole North was there. So that's where I met him. First time.
So how did you get bonded so much with Faisal?
So, as they say, it's a small world. We have family ties from back home, like Tanga.
Okay.
Salim uncle, my masi, my mom, everyone, my mama, they're all from Tanga, so they know each other. And till today, they're in contact and they talk to each other. So from there, it's just build on. And I just feel like it was just a destiny that we had to meet and for it to flourish and grow, because our relationship was beyond the sport of volleyball. And but that's where it started.
So as far as I know, I saw you playing with him. How did it all start up? Like, Faisal was a superstar.
Yes.
And we did not know you, okay? How did you, like, there are so many better players out there,
Yes.
as far as I know,
Yes.
okay? But why you? And he invited you for a tournament.
When you say why you,
Because in
here's
Toronto,
a better question I keep asking. Why me? 2011 Arcades tournament. We're just having a conversation and everything, as we used to, common conversations. Faisal calls me randomly, goes, Dharas, come play with me. It's like, okay.
he personally phoned you.
He personally, we used to have conversations all the time, but then that was like that specific call.
Okay.
He said, Dharas, I want you to come play with me. I was like, okay. Play. He goes, yeah, there's an Arcades tournament in May. I want you to come play with me.
So before you go ahead, were you that good at that time?
I don't know. He must have seen something. He must have seen something that he asked me to come play with him.
Okay.
And as you know, Faisal, he always had the right pieces around him.
Okay.
So when he asked me, obviously, yes.
Of course, I would say yes.
Of
too.
course.
Anybody would say yes.
To play with the best, to get to learn from the best. And so my only fear that I had going into this tournament is, what if I let him down?
Okay.
So I came to the tournament, and I was coming in on, he said, come in on, I said, okay, I'll be there on Thursday.
Okay, before that, okay, how did you feel inside? Like, were you shocked?
Very.
Was it like something, a dream came true?
I was in a shock to a point that my family said, Rahim, go. This is an opportunity. And I'll share this more with you right now. I was supposed to fly on a Thursday. He says, okay, perfect, fine. We'll go to practice on Thursday at O'Connor, and we'll kind of like play. I said, okay, fine. Then he calls me and says, Dharas. I said, yeah. He said, come on Wednesday. Wednesday?
For what?
I was thinking it's extra practice. Are you like, what's going on? He said, no, Dharas, we're having a north-only barbecue at the house. So then I'm telling my family, and they're saying, no, go. I mean, come on. So then I changed my flights. I come in on Wednesday. We have a barbecue at the house.
At
Faisal's house.
Faisal. So, Salim Panji's house.
Yes.
Okay.
So Amin is there. The whole North team is there. And yeah, typical Canadian barbecue, right? Ribs, mishkaki, abadu, amtem. Well, the highlight was dessert.
Okay. So what did you have?
Kanji brings out a cake.
Okay.
North champions.
In advance.
On Wednesday, Kanji had a cake, and I said, wow, this is above my league. I mean, with other teams that I play with, you go there, first thing you're looking at who's in my pool, su thase, su nai thai, qualified ties, nai thai, consolation ketla wage che. This is already, it's like, you know what, champion. So that was the best dessert.
Okay, so go ahead.
No, so then comes on that Thursday, and I'll share this with you real quick. So the first time I go practice with, and I believe you were there in that practice, Salim Uncle's there. Now Salim Uncle is now getting to play with me for the first time, because Faisal just said, I've called Dharas. And at that time, Salim Uncle had not seen my game.
Okay.
I play, and after practice, Faisal shared this with me.
Because I was there.
Yes, you were there.
And you played like shit that day.
Exactly. Salim Uncle asked Faisal, Atu su kero?
Kone liye wo chhe?
Kone liye wo cho?
Wow.
So Faisal said, don't worry.
I'll handle it.
Tournament starts. Nervous. So now I'm playing Faisal's left.
Okay.
And I will share this with all the young players who are up and coming, and take this to heart. Doesn't matter how of a superstar you are in your own team. When you are on the court, you should be a team player. And I'll share something. I remember many instances, but one sticks out in my mind. Faisal came in and took a third ball.
Okay.
And his foot hit my right foot.
Okay.
And I turned around and said, sorry, to Faisal. I said, sorry, because I did not move out of the way.
Okay.
Center has the full control. Doesn't matter if you are the center as well too. If you're playing on the side, play the side. Then I realized that my left leg was on the out of bounds line.
So he came all
The way there and hit my leg, and I was way beyond my position, and I said sorry. So that's what he must have seen in me. Because to me, I was a wingman. I was there, it's like, buddy, I'll take the balls that you let me have, not that you cannot take. And that was the attitude that I had. And round robin came. I'm not feeling any pressure because it's like all the games. It's like, this is easy. Then comes pressure. Arcades in the semis. And that was pressure.
Okay.
So, pressure.
Okay.
We come into the semis.
Semis. This is 2011. Arcade
2011. So like I said, round robin, I did not feel anything. I must have hit that ball maybe 5 times, 10 times in the whole day. Because it was just a quick, right? It was just breezing through. But before I continue to this, I was just trying to go back real quickly on that point where I was playing on the side of Faisal.
Mm-hmm.
What I feel is the best back right, back left players have always been centers because they understand how to play that position and what it requires and how to be supportive. So that's the message I was trying to say, is that always be there to support your teammates. Here comes Arcades.
In
2011 semifinals.
You guys played against Arcades.
In the semis.
Okay. Okay. Before that, okay, in your team with Faisal, who was at that time? Who was there?
So I had Abu on the net.
On the net.
And the up and coming superstar looked like a toothpick. Young, tiny bit. Keezer playing net.
Mm-hmm.
My front left in front of me was Kanji,
Mm-hmm.
Amin,
Mm-hmm.
Nabil,
Mm-hmm.
Salim uncle,
Uh-huh.
Mehboob, your brother.
Mehboob was there too.
Yes.
Him.
Faisal, and myself.
Okay.
So that was a team.
Okay, against Arcades.
Arcades.
Can you remember a few players? They were there in that.
Sajjad,
chorus?
Abbas, Shanu, all 4 brothers were there.
Okay.
I believe Shamash was with him as well too.
Yeah,
And I
he's
believe his nephew was Adil, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think so. And I had, throughout the weekend, I had heard about the rivalry between Arcades and North. And the people who say the only team that gave North a hard time was Arcades.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know. It's my first time.
Mm-hmm.
I specifically remember on the sideline over there, CD was sitting back there.
CD was there too. He came with Britannia or some
Combined,
other
I think he had come with Vancouver, as they say, right?
okay.
Britannia after that was.
okay.
And well, and it's like there was a timeout, and I'm looking, I said, CD, Fati hoye, Kurokara. Because you're cold, right? I mean, you have Salim uncle, you have Mehboob, you have Faisal. It's like you were there just to like, okay, in, out, you're just judging.
Okay.
I said, CD, Fati hoye, I'm nervous. I said, Dharas, just take a deep breath, and you're fine. Look who's next to you. Fine.
Did you guys win that game?
Yes. So what happened more to it is, I believe Jaffrey's was playing Stars in the other semis.
Okay.
And your game ended sooner than ours. And so now the whole crowd
came.
is there.
Uh-huh.
So now you can add. But yes, we did win.
Okay.
So now
That was quarters, right?
semis.
Semis. Okay.
So
Now
as you
final.
know, Richmond Hill, right? You have 2 courts always going, and then the one court.
Yeah.
So now, for the first time, Arcades decides that finals now goes this way, center court.
Okay.
And there was always a divider.
So finals, who came in finals with you guys?
North versus Jaffrey's.
As far as I know, okay, it was Jaffrey's versus Jaffrey's. Because you had my players in there.
Yes. But I will tell you one thing. With all respect to Mehboob, in the finals, he refused to play. He said, I will not play against my brothers. So now you can imagine, whole tournament is 4 of us. Now Mehboob is not playing. Mehboob said, I will not play against my brothers. Nor did he play in the round robin against you or in the finals.
Okay.
So Mehboob goes in the 3rd line. Now we have to adjust. Now look, imagine what I have to go through. Now I'm like, okay, now I got more space to play. So, but then we went 3-3. And that tournament, I realized one thing. Munna can dance.
Oh, I danced.
You were dancing, my friend, after
Like-
the first 5 points. You didn't know what was happening.
I remember. I was dancing the whole ground like
Yeah,
this.
you were
I did
like,
not know
yeah,
what to do.
You didn't know what to do. Yeah.
Because Jeffries was playing Jeffries. That's why.
But Jeffries was not on the court.
Okay.
There's only one highlight on that. And I had spoiled 2 balls. And Faisal looks at me and goes, Dharas, that's 2. Literally says, Dharas, that's 2. I said, I got you. And then, but the highlight of that was Faisal had this one ball come to him. He jumped and he hit to Hasnain. That ball landed between Hasnain and the sideline. Hasnain did not see the ball landing in until the ball landed in, bounced off the wall, and came back. And that's when Hasnain found out, oh, wait a minute.
Wow.
The ball came in, hit the wall, and now I'm realizing that was a shot of like wow.
It went that fast? Like
That
100,
fast.
200 miles per hour?
I mean, that fast. It was jumping, and Hasnain even said, because I did not see the
didn't
ball.
see.
It just landed, hit the wall, and came back, and that's when he realized, oh shit, the ball is here.
So that first tournament you played with Faisal, you were in the finals with him, and I guess you won too, right? Tell me in few words, Faisal, you played beside him. I never played beside him, I always played against him. Beside him, what kind of a player he is? Like, what can you tell me about Faisal? Like, you know what people say, Faisal Bapato. Like, you played just beside him.
Yes. Faisal made you better when you played next to him. Faisal was very humble. He never felt like he was bigger than the game. He always never had ego, arrogance. He did his talking on the court. I remember one thing, and you can imagine, like a superstar like Faisal, if he wanted advice, he would come to, I mean, here's the other shocking part. There was a game in timeout. Of all the people, Faisal comes up to me and goes, Dharas, what do I do? Like, wait a minute. You're asking me what to do?
Yeah.
So that just tells you what kind of a person he was. He did not think, oh, I'm here. Why the hell should I ask somebody that is here in the level? He was that gem of a person, the gem of a player. He never let him individually be bigger than the game.
So what was his weapon? Just trying to figure out. Okay.
His team.
His team. Okay.
He never felt like he was the only one individual. He always had the team around him that supported him.
When I was playing against him, 80% of the balls he was taking.
That is team. Because the job was to support, hit the net, let the gun fire.
Okay.
We were all the bullets. And I'll tell you one thing, the best person that I enjoyed playing with, Amin Banji. From 8 a.m. in the morning till about 1 p.m., he will be the loudest player on the court.
And then?
He lost his voice till Sunday. It was perfect. He would go quiet.
Okay.
So yeah, that was a lot of fun. It's like when he starts yelling, it's like, it was entertaining.
Okay. Did you play any other tournament with North?
Yes. So then 2012, I came to Arcades again. Then I came with Dallas. 2013, Faisal asked me again.
Again?
Again.
Dharas, then you were a superstar at that time. Like, you know
Kung
what?
chuta ne, utubo to wa pen lene ken autograph ka peche. Kuya one.
Him?
So then 2013, I played with him.
Which tournament was that?
Arcades again.
Arcade.
Yeah, that was like the
Okay.
staple, right? That was only one tournament that we had that was like an open tournament, right?
tournament that
With
time,
yeah.
So again, you come into Toronto.
Coming into Toronto, I play with Faisal again. Same thing, same route. I mean, this guy was always taking the express lane and the tollway, right? Nothing
Okay.
comes in his way, no traffic to the destination. Finals,
Finals against
United Stars.
तो जेफरीज क्या आती
Ahí va?
आया था
Oh, याद
ने
नहीं.
मार खाद ओके
Maybe we were traffic mat kela.
अकेला था मैं yeah so in the finals you North against United Stars
Yes.
in United Stars who was in the center at that time
Turab.
Turab was in the center
Turab,
'Cause
Jaber.
what year was that
2013.
Turab was quite young at that time
Yes, he was building. That's when he was like climbing the ladder.
oh
Yeah. And after he got tired of climbing the ladder, now he's on an escalator. He's just
flying up
he's flying up.
okay so that tournament finals what happened can you just like give me some
We let Faisal down. No disrespect to United Stars. You earned that victory, the finals. You earned it, every point. But when you analyze within your, like when you watch your games, you watch it, we let Faisal down. The support was not there for him.
so was it 2 straight or
2-1.
2-1
2-1. And that team we had Arif Dala. He used to be a serviceman, but he was playing out. I was there. Fayaz was there. Zahur played
okay
in that tournament. Amin was there. And that was the lineup for North. That's it.
so you lost 2-1
2-1. Ali was at the net. So you had Fayaz, Amin, Zahur. Arif was there. I forget the person's name who was on the net with Ali and myself. So we lost in the finals. All respect.
is that the first tournament Faisal lost
In my memory serves me correct, it's the first finals Faisal lost. As far as I can remember, it could have been maybe other tournaments that I was not part of or aware of, but in my recollection, it was the first.
so the only team to beat Faisal was United Stars Turab
Yes.
excellent
Yep.
okay
Bravo.
okay did you play any other tournament with Faisal
No, but I played one more tournament
in North
with North. 2016 RK's tournament post Faisal's passing.
so Faisal passed away
2015
2015 what month
November.
November
And I believe, yeah, my memory serves me, it was 2015.
November so you guys came to that tournament
Yeah.
5 months after
5,
Maroon
6 months,
Faisal
yeah.
passed away okay tell me the story
Before I continue, hope there's going to be a fact check. I believe it was November 10th, 2015, but just so we entered the tournament. Every player on the court is wearing North jersey with Faisal's number 1. So everyone was number 1 with F Banji in the back and then an FB on our sleeves. And we play with no expectation. Behold, we were in the finals
again
again.
without Faisal
Well, I'm pretty sure he was with us. I know he was.
okay fair okay and finals with whom
Jeffries.
oh they came back
Yes.
Jeffries came back.
Yeah, since Faisal was not there,
So
they
were-
made it through.
oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay. So you were in the finals with Jeffries
Yes.
okay so without Faisal what was the score of that team like name me some players
So I even still remember it like today.
okay
Jamil, front left, Amin, Nabil,
okay
Salim Uncle, Amil, Vancouver, and me in the back. And Ali was guiding the team. He was playing third. He was just, because we already had two netties.
Excellent team. Excellent team.
Yes.
Okay. So, did you lose or win?
We won the first game.
You won the first game. I asked you something else. Did you lose or win? Okay, you won the first game. Okay.
We lost the second game.
Okay.
So now we're 1-1.
1-1.
And the decisive third game.
Okay. Was it like third game was
Third
very
game
close
kind of
or-
got out of hand.
Oh, got out of hand.
That is probably my memorable moment of my volleyball career. The 10 minutes.
Explain me.
So third game, the score is about 14-4. Jaffrey's.
14-4. So it was finished.
It was finished.
Okay.
So, but out of respect, not being finished, so Ali makes a change
Okay.
and says, okay, Amil, bring Salim Uncle in. And that was a moment on its own. Salim Uncle coming in the middle, right?
Okay.
After a few points, Salim Uncle says, no, I'm back. So Ali brings Amil. And Salim Uncle says, no, bring Dharas. So this is where I get to play. Now here's I come in. And I remember first, second ball, third ball, and then somehow I felt like Faisal was with me.
So you just picked up like this.
Within that 10 minutes, it was just floodgates. Next thing you know, it's like 14-11.
Wow.
You should know. You were there.
Those kind of tournaments, what, like when we win, we don't.
You don't remember
You don't
the
remember.
pain before the, yeah.
Okay, so you.
So I come in the middle and I just go. In those 10 minutes of my life, I don't think I've ever hit or played like that.
Like, that was the best moment of
My
your career.
best 10 minutes. That best career moment. I've won tournaments, I have gotten trophies. That because I literally felt he was with me. And poor Asghar. Because here, you have Hussein on this side.
Yeah, I had two walls.
Yes. And I went to Hussein many times until I built a six-pack on him. Because I would drop it between you and Hussein. I would drop it. And Hussein was just digging. Literally, when you see the video, he's like literally bent halfway and he's digging. So I'm pretty sure he built a six-pack. Then I started saying, okay, Asghar, let's have some fun. So as I was going, the team kind of like shifts a little bit. And then somehow I found an opening where I got the point of my life. Point of my life from Hussein. The ball and then I just moved it and it landed right there on the
And
side.
you took a point from Hussein.
Yes, I did. I put it this way.
પછી તું એને બરાયો.
હજી સુધી ભરાવું છું
Oh,
બાપા.
okay.
આગ તો ભરવાની છે. આગ તો ભરવાની છે. But that was, and I'll continue with this. I remember when you went to go pick up the trophy.
Also, Jeffrey won.
Yes, Jaffrey's won. That's why you don't remember that the whooping that you received in that 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Fair.
it's on YouTube channel, guys. Make sure you watch it. You refused to take that trophy, first place championship,
I remember that.
and you respectfully gave that trophy to Faisal's mom and said, you know what? And that was heart touching.
Yes.
That was
We
a sign of
remember those
respect. That was a
moments,
sign
yeah.
of respect, yes.
Now, moving forward, okay, did you play with any other teams?
Yes. 2019, Jaffrey's, Minnesota.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
And that was with a lot of conversations we had. Your team Jaffrey's was full. And 10 days before, you saying, no, Dharas, tu avech. And I remember exactly where I was. The point that we said, we decided, okay, Dharas tu aveche. Like, hi, I want you.
Okay.
And I come there. And as you know, I came there just to be there with you guys there as support, because your guys were full. It's featuring your two wing superstars. You had Nick and Akhtar coming in for the first time
Okay.
in North American soil.
So why don't we take a quick break? Okay, we'll be back in a few minutes.
Check it out. Check it out.
Welcome back. I'm here with Dharas from Dallas. Dharas, we're talking about Minnesota. There was a tragedy there, okay? Shamash.
Yes. Wow.
What happened?
Yes. So I still remember on that Friday, round robin games were going on. They were playing in the center court, and we were on the third court. We were playing New York. And after our game ended, and then when their game ended as well too, and to go get, you had to go through to go to the lobby. And I specifically remember Shamash sitting on that platform area, and I walked by. I said, Shamash, barabar, carry game. We just general talk in the walking. I go to the lobby, get some food. On my way back, Shamash is sitting there, and then we had a huddle. We were outside, and all of a sudden we heard commotion, like, oh my God, somebody's passed out. Mm-hmm. We went inside. We didn't know who it was or what was happening because people had gathered around. Mm-hmm. And then we found out that it was Shamash that had suffered a heart attack, and he just dropped on the floor. And he was taken in an ambulance, and that's when we saw him. And I specifically remember me and you followed the ambulance to the hospital.
Yes.
You went there, make sure everything was okay. Well, we went back. Then we had our whole team together in a meeting because everybody was just in a shock.
So as far as the tournament was cancelled right there?
Well, at that time, we didn't know exactly what was happening, right? We were all waiting. And then we get a text saying that Shamash had passed away.
Okay.
And that's where the conversations began within the captains that tournament is canceled. And then they called an emergency meeting. And we'd gone to the hotel, and the captains voted that in memory of Shamash, they renamed the tournament in Shamash's name. And they said that Shamash was a warrior on the court, and he would want us to continue playing.
Okay.
So that, like around 3-4 o'clock in the morning, the decision was made that it will continue.
So one team did not play in that.
Very out of respect for Shamash North.
North, yeah.
Yeah, but they were very close with him. I mean, practicing every Thursday, as they say, O'Connor, with a heavy heart. They just could not continue playing, and respectfully they withdrew. And my full respect. I mean, I would have done the same thing if the closeness we had. I don't think I could have continued playing. So they respectfully withdrew from the tournament. Then we had a revised schedule. I believe we all went to best of one into round robin. And Saturday finished, and then Sunday came along.
So Sunday, okay, the quarters, semis, and the finals. What happened?
That will always be a turning point, place in my journey of volleyball. That the whole tournament I came in, and I specifically remember, and this is especially for the the new generation, this generation that is starting to play volleyball. Again, I had mentioned before, it doesn't matter how good you are on your team. It's never the eye, it's always the team. And when I went with Jaffrey's, I stood in the third line Friday, Saturday. And I don't even think I touched the ball when you had gone out of bounds for me to give it to the server. Totally third line. I had messages from everyone saying, "Oh, Dharas, tu to gyo cho, time waste karwa, third line ma ubo cho."
So now messages.
And as you all, everyone knows that I tape up. And they were saying, "Dharas, tari tape to donate kari na ko ground ma nakwa waste. Kai karto nati tu." I said, "No, that's fine."
So a moment came in, okay, that I call upon you.
Yes, so that is a message. You have to, as cold as you may be physically, mentally you have to stay in the game to see what is going on, and that's how you stay warm. And in the quarterfinals against the United Stars, the pressure's already built, especially with your rivalry. You have over close to 400 people in that gym, because now the tournament had switched to the masjid gym.
Masjid, yeah, we played at Masjid gym, yeah.
400 people in that gym. 395 people are cheering against Jaffrey's.
That's always.
Yes. Only 5 were cheering for Jaffrey's. And that you could not even hear. It was just clapping. It was so loud in there. And those 5 were family members.
Okay.
And Munna says, "Okay, Dharas, you're in." Like, "In where?" "હું તો પહોંચું ગ્રાઉન્ડમાં." "ના બાપા, તો આવે છે અહીંયા." And I came in. Cold as ice. But
what was going in your mind at that time?
Holy shit.
Okay.
I'm coming in because he had to make a change, because there's something happening, there's something wrong. And me to come in and add to that problem, I could not do that. So, and the first ball that I got, Nick was playing in front of me. And Nick jumped and couldn't reach the ball. So he went through him, and somehow, somewhere, I was just there and I returned it. And that kind of like, okay, here we go.
Okay.
So, yeah. So I just wanted to share this, that you may not touch the ball, but mentally always keep yourself in the game. That's the only way to be a team player. And from there, quarters, I played throughout. We had Stanmore, played through, and Orlando in the finals, and played through. And what I did get to learn, and I told those people who had messaged me and talked to me, I said, "You know what?" I said, "The thing that I learned is how to overcome adversity, how to win in a hostile environment where you just stay focused." And that's what I learned. So today, if I was to go in that situation, I'm prepared. Regardless where I started the game, it's how I ended it.
So, Dharas, in your life, what positions did you play? All positions?
Yes. So, as I said, front right, I went to service. Then I played net about 6 years. And that was the position that made me who I am today, because as you know, many of the centers today who are good, who are legends, have played net. You have played net.
Yes.
Duda has played net.
Yes.
Faisal used to play net.
Yes.
And then from there I went to front center, and then to back center. So I've played every position. And
Okay. So Minnesota, we won finally.
Yes.
So can I say, હવે તો તું જેફરી થઈ ગયો છે? તું જેફરી છે?
હું જાફરી છું, પણ તને ખબર છે કે we need to negotiate my agent had told me that I need to renegotiate my contract. That's why I'm holding back, and I'm going to hold out. That's why I'm not coming to London.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm holding out until we sign my new contract.
Fair and square.
Yeah. So until we renegotiate my contract. So right now I'm holding out on London. So
Okay. So my agent is going to contact your agent. So
Please,
we're
the sooner we,
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you can even sign it, I'll be there in London. That's not a problem. But right now, I'm going to hold out.
So you have played for so many years, okay? Can you share some experiences with the legends?
Okay.
I'll make it easier for you. Okay. Let's say Reblo.
Wow. One tournament, two incidences. Friday night in Houston, Jamal Cup. There was a welcome reception for all the team, and they had the trophies laid out. Rebla comes in his own ways. People are looking, he goes, Naad, trophy naya danji. E trophy munji ai, aun kanivina to trophy pacho. E trophy munji ai. And in Houston, there's another player, his name is Munna as well too.
Okay.
So he goes, Munna,
Tunadi.
આ ટ્રોફી જે બી તું કર ગ્લવ પહેરીને લઈ જાજે નથી ખપતું કોઈનો ફિંગરપ્રિન્ટ્સ આ ટ્રોફી મારી છે.
Wow.
That's Friday. And then comes Saturday. We're all in the same hotel. So after breakfast, everybody's sitting like 9 o'clock. So I see Rebla sitting on the couch. I'm there. Mebs, Lada is there. So, I mean, you know, with our, yes, for being precautious, with the game has changed, you know, we're like, knee pads, sleeves pera, kera, tem kera, mari જેવી tape નાખ્યા, આમ કેરા, તેમ કે. રેબલો બેઠો છે, હું કહે છે કે મેબુ, અહીંયા પહેરો એ બધું કપડા બરાબર હે ને કે એના નહીં કે બસ આ બીજ પહેરા તો બસ.
Huh?
That's it. It's like nothing, no ifs. It's like, hi, okay, hello. That was him. And mind you, he did take the trophy home.
He won that tournament?
Yes. So that just tells you that it's like, yeah, okay, hello.
Chalo.
Chalo.
Ah.
શું છે?
Just
Let's go play. Yeah.
another day at work.
Another day. હું અહીંયા આખો ટાઈમ ટેપ બાંધું છું, આ કરું ને આ સ્લીવ બાંધવાનું ને આ યુનિફોર્મ ક્યાં છે મારું, મને ફિટ નથી થતી શાર્ટી, મને બીજું કાંઈ આપ. This guy was like,
Okay, another legend. Salim Bhanji.
oh my God, I will never, Salim uncle, I will never forgive you for this. You don't know this and I'm going to tell you this today. 2011, before that, round robin. As you know, at Richmond Hill, there's two doors, right? That sometimes if they leave open, you get the
There's
sun
the sun
glare.
glare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a timeout. The other team had called timeout. Salim uncle was serving. Whistle blew. Salim uncle like, Daddy, Faisal like, Daddy. I'm like, Faisal, just go serve. Let's go. Daddy had gone outside to smoke. Next thing you know, Faisal about to go serve. He just walks in, takes the ball from his hand, serves, ace.
Huh?
It's a kurotio. Everybody's laughing. It's like, wait a minute, what are you talking about? He just walks in, it's like, takes the ball, serves, and ace. That was like, we could not stop laughing, right? And he's like looking at you like, kurotio, like, why are you guys looking at me? And then 2011, game point. Faisal is telling Abu, basically meaning that the third ball, give it to Dharas. Salim uncle, serves game point, goddamn ace, game pati gayi.
So તને બોલ મળ્યું જ નહીં.
Kasamthi.
Third ball મળ્યું.
Hello, they કહું છું ને એની સર્વિસમાં જ મને થર્ડ બોલ ફૈઝલ ઓલે કે છે અબુને.
Ah.
I like, oh, okay, all right,
I'm
chalo.
ready.
I'm like, I'm ready. બરાબર છે ને બધા આવે છે બોલ. He's like, so.
Okay, another legend. Faisal Bhanji.
Wow. I don't think there's never enough what is said about him. But as I shared before, that for him to come and ask you in the middle of the game, Dharas, what do I do? She never considered himself bigger than anyone. He always said that he was just here. But Faisal, to know who Faisal was, you have to get to know him outside the volleyball court. The person that he was, the soft, gentle heart that he was. And until you didn't know that, there's nobody can describe him. It's just that you had to know him on that part, and you've had your interactions with him as well too.
I have.
And I will add one thing for you. He has told me this many times. The one person he respected the most was you. And it was not portrayed, right, in the volleyball grounds as heated and the rivalries that you had. but he always told me. And Amin can attest to this. Recently, about a week and a half ago, we had the same conversation and it came up. And Amin was like, yeah, you're right. He respected you a lot. So that just tells you that competitiveness is competitiveness. But then at the same time, if you get to know the human side of him, that's Faisal.
Okay. Another legend, we don't talk about him that much nowadays. CD.
Wow. Today, earlier when you said, how did I get my game to this level? CD was the one that I asked. CD, tu khat kete pakrete? As you know, CD's balls are, let's put it this way, still lethal. So I used to ask him, I said, CD, how do you hold your hand? This and that. And to approach CD at that time, I mean, that was CD. And then I specifically remember the most fierce competitor, mind you. We're in Houston in a tournament, and I played against him, and he saw me playing. He was just walking out. He goes, Dharas. I said, I guess I should ask you now how you hold your hand. So that just shows you that how humble he was as well. That the person to come in and say that. So I'll say thank you to CD, because he's one of the reasons how today I know how to hold my hands, how to hit the ball.
Right.
So and it was very nice of him to come in and throw that back at me. So yeah, that's just one of the most fiercest competitor.
Yes. Since you're a Jeffrey member, we're going to sign that contract, okay? Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Share some thoughts about Jeffries.
It's to understand Jeffries, you have to be part of Jeffries. There's a lot of stigma out there because obviously it is the most hated team in the volleyball universe today. Why? You win everything. Out of respect. Respectfully. You go there, you win. Jeffries, I didn't have that opinion because again, you know that I played with Faisal and the heated and hated rivalry we used to have on the court.
Yes, of course.
And if you're part of the bubble, you can understand what Jeffries is. They're one voice, one team. They have leadership. They have teamwork. They have brotherhood. End of the day, Jeffries is family. They win together. They lose together. But I can say everything about Jeffries, and it's going to be very difficult for anyone to understand because until you're inside the bubble, you can appreciate and understand what Jeffries is. But from outside, you can never understand it, ever.
Thank you. Any legends you've played with?
Right here, sitting with me.
Beside me.
No, but I'll tell you one thing, Munna. You have been now on your 50th year in the sport.
Yes.
It's a legend. Faisal. Salim Uncle. Hasnain should be considered a legend. He's still young. Played with one legend that I could not play with.
Who was that?
So the first open tournament in New York. It was in April. In January, I spoke to this person and I told him, "Tu jai che Ramwa?" No, that's my place. "Tu chala presate jai."
When was this?
In January 2019 or 18, right? When they first opened the New York tournament was open when North won without Faisal, remember?
Yeah.
So he said, yeah, Dharas ma jaos. Unke dojo a team che mara paase, a pre jaye. Unke dojo avit na karso apre. Tu watch maram. Hu aya karis. Salim Uncle was coming with me too. I was taking Salim Uncle with me. Unke do ke Salim Uncle biche bado because Dharas હું ને તું સાથે છે ને કાંઈ ફરક નથી પડતો કે હું વચમાં રમું કે તું વચમાં રમ, હું સાઈડમાં રમીશ, તું રમને વચમાં, હું તારી સાઈડમાં છું. એઝ લોંગ એઝ આપણે બે સાથે છે ને મસ્તી કરીને બધાને ફાડી નાખશું આપણે બે જણા. Unfortunately, it didn't happen, talking about Tagaro. And then in February, he found out that he was not feeling well and everything, so he could not. He had already planned out. He goes, Dharas.
But that tournament got cancelled.
No, that's the one that North came in and won, right? Or was it?
No, just
They got cancelled. Yes.
it got cancelled because of pandemic.
Pandemic. We already planned it. He goes, Dharas, હું જઈશ Toronto. હું મારી વાઈફને હું ડ્રોપ કરીશ બધું અને પછી I'll come to New York. We go, okay, fine. We had already planned out what day he's coming in. Everything was done. And it just didn't happen. So that's one legend that will always, and the respect you had for each other. There was no like, tu ram ke hu ram ke tu ram. I mean, obviously, yeah, Tagaro on your team is like, Bappa, court taro che, chal. But this is how he was.
Okay, fair. Okay. Now, Dharas, if you had a chance today, 2022,
Okay.
to build your own team, dream team, and you're the center,
Okay.
who would you pick? So I'll start with backline. You're the center.
Okay.
On your left, who would you pick?
Hands down, Salman Karmali. The tiger.
Karmali. So you're telling me that Hasnain, Azkar,
You're talking about back left, right?
Yeah.
My left.
yeah,
Yeah.
a person called Jabir
Okay.
from United States, Kumi.
Stand.
Why would you pick Salman?
He's the most composed player right now, and I know that if I need a break, if I mess up, I need to bring somebody in. The game's not going to lose a beat. He's going to come in and finish it for me. I believe in
Fair.
him that much.
Fair. Front right. I mean, sorry, back right.
Back right. Hasnain.
Did he pay you?
No, he needs to.
Okay.
No.
Why Hasnain? Again, there's so many other.
You've
We're
played.
talking about 2000.
Yes, today.
Uh-huh.
You know, as a center, the only reason you're good is as your backline support and confidence.
Of course.
Me and Salman are offense. We're going to mess up balls. Hasnain is going to bring those points back for me. And I have that, he's going to give us the confidence that, you know what, anything that comes here, it's not a point. He's going to return and he's going to build us up.
Fair. Neti. I give you two choices open. I mean, two natives. Who
Ali
would you
Muhammad.
pick? Ali Muhammad. That's north.
Yes.
Again. Why?
You asked me to build a team. I'm playing center. I have seen Ali do miracles. We keep on talking about Faisal. Every kid, every person knows who Faisal is. But before Faisal could hit that third ball, who set that third ball? Who's to set the third ball, where to go? They never spoke.
He was setting for Faisal. It doesn't mean he's going to set it for you.
No, because I need a commander. Ali understood the game from the net exactly and read the opponents, what's going on, what's happening, and he's to guide it this way.
There is so many natis out there, okay, who are in their top right now, like Saif Karmali.
I already have one Karmali.
Oh, you've already. There's nothing wrong to take.
I
one
know.
Karmalis, but okay.
No, but you have-
Adil. Okay.
I'm on my first neti.
Huh?
I have two netis, right?
You have two natis, yeah. Okay.
So and the other thing I would take Ali's because I have played with him, and I have that confidence in him. Because remember, it's chemistry that you need on the team. My second neti, now that is a very tough decision.
Okay.
I have three that I can choose from.
No, please.
I know, but I'll pick one.
Yes.
I'll take Safe.
Safe. Good choice. Good choice. Good choice.
I'm thinking
can't say
ahead.
anything.
I'm thinking ahead because I picked Ali for me. If Salman is coming in, I'm gonna have Safe over there for him.
So So you just told me 2 minutes ago you have already one Karmali, so you put another Karmali in there.
Yes.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
Because I'm thinking that, you know what, Salman comes in, he needs to have a familiarity. So I have Saif over there. If I'm there, I have Ali over there.
Okay, fair. Now we go to front right.
Keezer.
Okay, Khizr.
Enough said.
No, because I see they are more. I mean, Khizr is talented. There are other players talented like Khizr. Like I'll give you a name. Okay, Usman Lambada. Okay.
That's. So you want me to
What?
continue with my thing? Or?
Please. I'm just trying to help you out.
I
that's
know.
all.
I know.
It's
So my
your
front,
team.
yeah.
Whatever you want.
So my front right is Keezer, because to me, I've said this publicly, but never on the record, and I'll say it today.
Okay.
Neck down. Keezer is up the next Faisal. Neck down. He's not the next Faisal yet, because he's going to get there. If Keezer conquers the whole package, he's going to set the game to a different level. Just like Faisal took it to the next level, Keezer is going to take it to the next level.
Inshallah.
It's coming. My front center, I'm taking 2.
You cannot have 2 front centers.
No,
I'm
because
sorry,
I
but
need somebody. He's going to be on the third line because I need that person. I can have a third person.
Before you go to front center, front right, left.
Usman. You jumped the gun for me. Usman. Have you seen him play front line?
Yes.
Exactly.
Killer.
Exactly.
But you're forgetting, again, you can change it if you want.
No, it's already
You
done.
can change it. No, because there's a person called Nick who's excellent.
Yes.
Okay. Who would you pick?
Usman.
Why Usman?
I've seen him play. I've played with him. I understand. And the chemistry that he has with my front center.
Okay, so who's the front center today?
Amir.
Amir who? Amir from which team?
Palace Panthers.
Palace Panthers. Good choice. Good choice. But again, there's other front centers.
And I'll even give you one thing. After I pick my other person.
There is Turab's brother,
Yes, Irfan.
Irfan.
Very nice.
Why Amir?
Again, I'm playing with these people, right? I've never played with anyone else. I've played with Amir. And I'm building it according to chemistry. You could have C caliber players and win championships. You've seen dream team lose because there's no chemistry. So I'm building this around chemistry. The reason I paired up Saif, because I know I have Salman coming in. I'm there, Ali's there. Usman and Amir play together. And they understand, because you always know that gap from the front line coming to the back is that key. So that's how I built it. That's how I'm building it.
Excellent team.
And I have one more person that I would have, because I need a serviceman, right?
Yes.
You always have a person over there.
Yes.
I'll pick you. Not as a serviceman, part of my team.
Why?
Because you have championship pedigree, you have experience, you have been in the most adverse situations and pulled through and won. So we need that voice to tell us if we go up or down, what we need to do. We need that senior leadership, veteran leadership, to keep the team together. And if anything, you have been able to play every position possible. So you can always come in.
So you have 2 Meralis, 2 Karmalis, 2 Lambadas,
And 2 Ismailis.
and 2 Ismailis. Yep. Phari nake.
You have a United
Okay.
Nations team. But now, you, and no disrespect to any players, you said you have this person, and this person. Why didn't you pick them? The squad that I just picked, I get on the court anytime with the squad. You can bring whoever you want to have a good time. I'm not saying I'm going to beat every team, to have a good time.
Okay.
Let's have fun.
Let's have fun. Yep.
Let's
Bottom line is fun.
Yes.
Good. Okay. Now, if you had to choose a team that you'd play for the rest of your life,
Okay.
okay, which team would it be? Now, before that, let me go for a quick commercial break.
Check it out. Check it out.
Welcome back. Dharas, I asked you this question. If you had a chance to play with a team today, okay, for the rest of your life, which team would you pick?
I'm glad you had a commercial because I had a chance to speak to my agent.
Okay.
And he said that we're negotiating a long-term contract.
Uh-huh.
So, Jaffrey's.
Why Jaffrey's?
I'm loyal.
Why Jaffrey's? Okay, there's so many better teams out there.
Yes.
Like, not better, like comparable teams. Okay, like Stanmore, like North. Like now the new team here is like, what do you call it? Palace Panthers. They are up right here. Why Jaffrey's?
Because what Jaffrey stands for. Jaffrey's believes in unity, brotherhood, and Jaffrey's believes in development of the future of this sport. It's not only, this is it. Jaffrey's is thinking ahead. Example right here, what you're doing today is building the sport. Jaffrey's have leadership. But again, when you ask me, I know why. But nobody can understand it until you become part of Jaffrey's, and you'll know why.
Okay.
So, but Jaffrey's gave me an opportunity, and I'm loyal to that opportunity. So, Jaffrey's will be the team.
Thank you for your answer. There are many teams, good teams, today as we speak. Okay, tell me about these teams. I'm going to give you the names.
Oh, wow, okay.
United Stars.
The most dangerous team.
Again, why?
Very talented. They have the most prolific center right now in the game. They have one of the top defensive player, Jabir. They have one of the best front centers, Ifran. And they also have what it takes to win championships is veteran guidance and leadership, Asghar.
Excellent.
So they have a package. They're dangerous.
Excellent. Stanmore Jaffrey's.
Very sexy team.
Sexy. What do you mean by
The
sexy?
Blue Brothers, the way they play, how they are on the court. That's one team I would buy a ticket to go watch play. They're just smooth how they play, how they gel together. When have you seen two players from the back line share third balls without a glitch? The two, I mean,
Party night.
yeah, they know exactly, even when the ball is in the middle, one knows that, you know what, it's better for him to take it. And I've seen it firsthand. It's very sexy. It's the best way to describe it.
Thank you. New York.
Whew. Watch out. All this,
We've been watching for a long time.
they are one piece away.
We've been watching for a long time.
They're one piece away.
You know I love New York, okay? But I've been watching it.
All Salman needs is that one voice. Just like, I'll give you a prime example, like the Phoenix Suns, even though they lost. Chris Paul, CP3. Salman needs a player like that on his team to say, buddy, do this, do this, do this, do this, do that. He did.
So I think you should sign with New York, not Jeffries.
We can work out a trade.
Okay.
I think Bieber
Okay,
wants
so-
to come to Jeffries.
Oh, okay, okay.
Do a trade. Salman, if you're watching, buddy, work it out, man. Work the trade.
Palace Panthers. It's a new team around the block, and they're coming very strong.
Very fast, very strong, and very high. That team is in the next minimum 3 years will be one of the top teams that will be favored to win any tournament they enter. I don't think they should be called the Palace Panthers. I think they should be called the Leaping.
What do you mean by leaping?
Every player on that team does not know how to hit the ball standing on the ground. They all have to jump and hit.
Wow.
And they're setting the standard that, you have Keiser who jumps, you have Turab that jumps, you have Salman now who does it. But all of them? And you should hear the story how they train.
How do they train?
Because I remember specifically when they joined North, I had introduced them with Salim Uncle to North. Sorry. I know.
That's
Amir and Usman had come, and they used to watch Faisal's videos on YouTube. And at their practices, what they do is they take the ball and they bounce it just on one-on-one, and then they jump, and then they used to practice, is what I have been told. So, but I would say Leaping Panthers.
excellent. Thank you. You see this thing here? Everybody waits for this in our show. It's a hamper
Yes.
from Chai with Munna. Okay? So I want you to win this. I want you to
Oh, I
take
don't
it
get
home.
it?
No, you don't get it
1,000
till.
miles of traveling, I don't get it.
No, you don't get it.
Oh my-
Okay?
okay.
You have to answer these rapid fire questions. If my team tells me out there, okay, that you know what, you want it, you'll take it home.
You're going to ask me questions. I'm going to be hated now. Okay, here we go. All right. Go for it.
Okay, can we start?
Let's go for it. I'm hungry.
Okay. All-time favorite player.
All-time favorite?
All time.
Favorite.
Favorite.
Reblo. Favorite.
Fair. Most memorable game you ever watched.
Oh my God. Never forget it. Houston. Month of Ramzan, mind you. Month of Ramzan. Semifinals. This game lasted as long as an outdoor game used to last back home when there's no time limits.
Mm-hmm.
Indoors,
And who was playing in that game?
CD, Britannia,
Britannia.
Jaffrey's.
Uh-huh.
I remember this. Month of Ramzan, I'm emphasizing that because Britannia graciously allowed giving Jaffrey's ample timeouts so they could go and pray between games while fasting.
Yes, I remember. I
there
remember
was
that.
a tree over there. Under the tree, you guys were praying, come back in, played. The game was going on, and I specifically remember, and those from Houston will remember this as well too, who were watching. And I said, you know what? I game haniti, alpawin pan ni chay ginetche, and pachi pa finals na nasi.
Mm-hmm.
We'll watch the finals. This is, behold, that semifinals lasted 4 hours.
Wow.
You guys played a marathon. 4 hours.
Who
semis.
won that?
You did.
Oh, we did?
Yes, you did. And you faced the Reblo in the
Patigu.
Patigu
Okay.
finals. But that was the most memorable game. 4 hours.
Okay. Best center of
Hands
all
down.
time.
Faisal.
Faisal. Thank you. Best neti all time.
Ali.
Ali
Muhammad.
Muhammad
North.
from North. Okay. Good answer. Best complete player.
Hastin.
Okay. I'm not going to argue on all of these questions. Best game you played.
In the finals. Post Faisal against you. Because at that moment I know Faisal was with us. And like I said, those 10 minutes were just hands down my highlight.
Thank you. Best team overall.
North with Faisal.
North with Faisal. Thank you. We finished the first part. Now I'm going to the second part. Oh, this you can't win just like that. This, please.
Okay.
Describe me these players in one word. I'll start with Reblo.
The logo. And can I explain why I said that?
Sure.
NBA has Jerry West as its logo. Rebla should be the logo for volleyball. He's iconic. He should be the logo for it.
Thank you. Great answer. Okay. Tagaro.
Most explosive third balls.
Good answer. Turab.
Most dangerous player right now.
Excellent answer. Salim Banji.
First ballot Hall of Famer.
Excellent answer. Salman, your best buddy.
Not my best buddy. Friendship aside.
Yes.
This is all about his talent.
Talent, yeah.
The most composed player the game has today, yet to win a championship. And it's coming. The best player right now in the game.
Very good answer. CD.
The most fierce competitor to face and to play with. The ultimate competitor.
Okay, Dharas, we're almost done. Give me your final words for our viewers.
Wow. First and foremost, Munna, thank you for doing this. Creating this platform to appreciate the legends of the game. Sometimes we just talk about everyone, but not everyone knows about the legends. I remember me and you have shared some stories 10 times, but every time we talk about it, it's a different feeling.
Yes.
So this is a great platform. Thank you for doing this. Just to recap to all the up and coming players, it's not about what position you play. It's not about I'm the center, I'm this, I am that. No. And you may think that I'm bragging or not, but I'll tell you one thing, that Minnesota tournament, how many times people came up to me and said that being as cold as I was, to come in and be able to perform, that was an accomplishment alone, because you have to be ready, you have to be there for the team. It's not an individual sport. Don't worry if you're playing front, because guess what? The center is only as good as his front center and his netty. And the team is only as strong as its weakest link. So remember, be a team, play together, and end of the day, once you step into the court, respect the game, respect your opponent. Outside, it's all about being friends and family.
Asante sana. Dharas, again, thank you very much, okay, for coming thousands of miles away, okay, and coming here and spending time with us and make it this happen.
Muna, I'll go many more miles. All you have to do is just ask. You don't even have to ask. Just think it, and I'm there.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. By the way, the team told me that he won the hamper. Okay, he did very well. So Dharas,
So this is like kabhi khushi, kabhi gum. How am I going to take this back on the flight? Does this
call
come
your
with-
agent. Okay, talk to my agent, and we'll do something about
This is
it.
beautiful. Thank
Asante.
you. Thank you so
Asante,
much. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you
Now,
for considering me.
Do me a favor.
Yes.
Okay, we have this mug here. Okay, I want you to give me autograph
Oh.
so we can put it in our trophy wall.
Well, something of mine will go on the trophy wall, right?
Yes,
If
yes,
I was
yes,
not
yes.
part of the
Yes.
59.
Dharas says family forever. Wow, 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 wow. Thank you, Dharas. Thank you very much. It means a lot to us. Thank you.
No, it is.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, all the viewers. See
Thank you.
in the next episode. Thank you.
Thank you.